If all we need is a goal to keep pace, I'll put the odds on that Messi's going to find a way to find the back of the net. You know what I mean?
Which does lead us to like today's match.
Yes.
I was going to say, who you guys got for today?
Yeah.
Who did Elfie have again?
Elfie has Argentina.
Okay.
That means nothing.
Yeah.
She's been
She
batting
was right
75%.
yesterday.
Yeah,
She's
she
been
was right
batting
yesterday.
75%.
Yeah.
So, again, 75%. There were 4 matches left. She was correct on Spain. So she's going to whiff on one of the next 3, just by the odds.
Well,
Will she
Good
even
for me
bother
that
to
I-
do a pick for the third place match?
No, I'm sure.
Probably. She has a sponsor now, so.
There you go.
now would be a good
Obligations.
time to run the GIF. Believe it, like that dog. I'm just kidding. Believe it or not,
I don't
her
like that
pick-
dog either.
Thank you, Tattoo.
Yeah, exactly. A man of the truth.
No, but who you got today?
I legitimately think England wins today.
Really? Okay.
I think that what we have seen from Argentina over the course of this run, the number of times they've had to pull a rabbit out of their hat, the number of times that the rest of the soccer world has been calling foul on some of the ways that these games have been officiated. I just Messi is unbelievable, but the depth beyond him, and there seem to be some holes within, especially from a midfield perspective for Argentina. It just seems like England from top to bottom is stronger. We'll see, but I think England gets them.
Okay.
Okay, see, I completely agree with you. Like, when I think about the matchups,
It's
just the
shocking
same
for
way-
me to hear with a soccer opinion.
Well, no, just in general, I actively
I was gonna say,
disagree with him.
It's
and
far
it's
more
not
regular
even-
than you would have.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But that was kind of what I thought about the matchup yesterday. I thought genuinely based on the matchups, what we've seen from each of these teams throughout this tournament, that France is going to win. And that's kind of how I thought about a lot of different matchups in these predictions that we've done over the course of this tournament, which is why I have to pick Argentina, because every time I think that something logically makes sense, that's not what
The
happens.
opposite happens.
Yeah.
And so I'm like 0 for
Ain't that
9 in my
sports?
predictions and my
Yeah.
picks. Yeah, exactly. And that's sports. And so you think about, yes, I think England as a whole is a better team. They've looked better. They've been able to go into, the Azteca
Azteca, yeah.
and
Yeah, that was
defeat a Mexican national team in a country that was completely rallied around them. Like, they've defied all the odds. They've been waiting 60 years. Like, I think it makes sense. Yet, Argentina has Messi, and they, I feel like, have some magic through this tournament. And so I'm going to just pick Argentina so that maybe I'm right.
I was going to say both teams have had their late rallies.
Yes.
Right? Like, obviously the Messi one recently, but Harry Kane saved them against DR Congo in the first round of the knockout stage. So both of their stars have shown
gosh,
up when
I
they needed
forgot
them.
about that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So like these are the teams that don't die.
Yes.
And they're both meeting in the semifinal, which is kind of funny. But all that being said, like this Argentina team feels a little bit like the 24 Chiefs to me, where it's just like they've got the guy. They're a little long in the tooth. They've been around. They have the championship belt on the roster, but it's like they keep finding ways to survive, and everyone wants to keep poking
Yes.
holes in them. And they're
Yes.
like they're gonna fall apart at some point. Someone will get them. We don't know who, but it will happen, and then it doesn't happen. Or it could be the Chiefs the next year, where they somehow stumbled their way in, and then the Eagles took them to the woodshed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you don't know which side of the fence they're on that, but it does feel like they are on a razor-thin margin.
Yes.
The one thing I will say in Argentina's favor, though, and the reason why I'm kind of leaning toward them in this matchup, the rest of the lineup has finally started scoring. And granted, it took Switzerland going down to 10 men for it to happen late in that match, but this isn't what it was early on in the group stages, which is just Messi's going to score, and we don't know who else is going to fill up the roster. They've had 3 different scorers in the last 2 matches here. They've finally found offense in other spots. If that's what's going to happen, I kind of lean toward, the greatest of all time finding a way to get it done and find the final.
I know that the Switzerland red card had its level of controversy. If you're on a yellow, don't dive. It's
That's
just
the
that
thing.
simple.
Like, I
if you're
hated
on a
that
yellow,
controversy.
don't dive.
Just don't dive, period. Like,
Yeah.
don't
Well,
put yourself in that.
That also, yes.
Because it wasn't even the first time they handed out a yellow card this tournament for diving.
that,
It was in the American match against
Yes. Against Paraguay.
So, like, there was precedent for it. Don't put yourself in that position. Pretty simple.
Yeah.
I'm going to disagree with Elfie for the first time,
Ever?
and I think England's going to take it.
Ooh, we got to
they're
split.
hungrier. I think they're hungrier than Argentina is.
Oh, I'd agree with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think just the sheer grit is going to get him through.
Wow. She disagreed with the dog.
Don't tell Elfie I said that.
That's rough.
Cannot
We'll tell her.
believe that this
So
is
that
happening.
she doesn't just hate me because I said she was dead to me.
If anybody would like to adopt a dog, Kelly is putting her beloved Elfie up for adoption.
It's not my dog.
She's